Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Terminus podcast. This is episode number 92 for the weeks of January 20th, 2018. I am your host, Ellis, otherwise known as Trainman. With me, my engineers are Wyvil, Jader, and Milky, and with us returning to the podcast is TJ.
Welcome.
Who are you saying welcome to?
The audience.
Because the OG. It's the OG Terminus. No,
it's
because welcome to Jader. You're the guest.
Because we make
it's the OG Terminus gang.
Because we make viewer first content here.
Right.
Sure.
Anyways, before we move on to the viewer first content, the train will terminate at this dubstep.
Okay, this week we're in Poland! No, I'm kidding. This week we're staring at a screen for Steam.
When did Poland become a country?
When did it become a year?
I like how this is two podcasts in a row that we've had memes coming from the question.
Spaghetti.
That were basically outside of the podcast. Last week was Yarkusei. And this is stupid Poland is a year.
Poland.
Anyways, I'm going to watch this guy in BTS, if at all possible. Let's go to the class one mental responsibility. I'll say to whoever posted the BNSF one, we already covered that one. That was from the 9th. Which actually, yeah, I guess it makes sense, but whatever. We missed one that was before it, though, and it was a Canadian national derailment of 23 cars. No dangerous goods leaked 90 kilometers east of Winnipeg in Canada. No injuries, no dangerous goods, nothing interesting. But
interesting. Nobody blew up. It's kind of boring.
I mean, nobody blew up this week. It's good. It's good. Disappointing, but it's good.
I mean,
maybe a couple people.
We'll get to that.
Sentient
We'll
red
talk
mist.
about the red mists later. And the Florida man of railroads. But the other thing we have is an even more minor and disappointing derailment by Norfolk Southern of 4 cars in Giles County, but still homes are evacuated. Hazmat was called out, but all the cars were empty. So they also blocked a road, so good job, guys. It looks like more of a mess than it is. They tumbled a boxcar down an embankment. But fortunately, no one was hurt. So, that's the class of mental responsibility. It's still with Canadian Pacific, and it'll probably be there for a while. Until they do something bad. They do something bad. Other than that, let's move on to what we've done this week, so. Go ahead, somebody.
I went to the train show.
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I did.
Shame.
I spent less than I was going, or I spent less than I thought I was going to.
How much did you plan on spending?
Well, I brought 150 in cash with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I spent like 130.
That's not too bad.
No, it isn't. And I got some really good stuff.
That's not bad at all.
No. Got
It's okay. I can't hear Ellis all the way up from his high horse.
Yes. I don't buy anything. I save my money.
Mister, I make a point out of not buying anything at train shows because potatoes.
I mean,
I got that
you
cool
gotta
Timken
afford
car.
your potatoes. If you'd ever been to Latvia, you'd understand.
Got this
Latvia,
cool trailer flat car.
Yeah.
Roller
Beacons.
freight.
Yeah, roller freight.
I found that I have a roller freight boxcar in trains that's very bright and obnoxious.
Good.
Beacons.
Yeah.
Well, the find of the day was this
friction.
this Proto 2000 SD7 for $25.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's very nice.
Is it
That's
DCC
pretty cool.
or anything? Oh, it's an.
What?
Nothing.
I think all the ones that I own are Altrin.
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, this one. It was DC, and then I just threw a decoder I had in it, and it works.
Okay, as long as it was ready for it.
Yeah.
It was ready.
Gonna put a lot more into it though. Like it's gonna get full sound and LEDs at some point.
Oh. I'm gonna stalk my friend.
And then I think, what was it? I've torn apart each of the trucks at least twice now to clean out all the old grease. Because I was running it. I was running it the other day, and I get this burning smell.
Oh
my
jeez. Oh yeah, I think you were in a call. Or something. I remember you saying something about stuff on fire.
Sorry, do what?
I remember you talking about something on fire in a call. Like, something smells bad.
There wasn't... Well, no, I was running this, and then there was... I smelled this burning smell. I'm like, oh god, did I fry the decoder? and then, no, it was just the old grease in there.
There's a lot of grease.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Jeez. Well, I'm gonna get back on my high horse because I'm going to a train show next week, and as usual, I will not bring any money with me. Or well, I'll have my wallet, but not planning on getting anything unless I happen to run into something.
You are the that
I need.
Like the opposite of any model railroader ever.
Well, here's the thing. I have stopped buying things because I need to carry all of it back and forth from 2 layouts.
That's true.
That's why you get a box.
Yeah, but it's more stuff I have to put in my car. I have to pack up my entire life and put it in my car every couple of months. I don't need more engines.
There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
No, you always need more engines.
Shut up, TJ.
Yep. You can't have
Listen
enough
to
engines.
Kevon.
Yeah, no.
Join us, Ellis.
Listen to Kevon. Worst advice ever when it comes to model railroading and purchasing things.
Yeah, but he knows his stuff.
Always be true.
I mean, he does.
Listen to Kevon. Join the dark side.
He gets the deals, but then he's buying Q2s out of spite. And it's like, am I supposed to follow in your footsteps?
Yes.
No.
That shouldn't be a question.
No.
He's buying Q2s out of spite. You know what buying Q2s out of spite does, Ellis? Benefits the economy.
Sure, okay.
He's stimulating the economy, okay?
Stimulating the economy, 1 Q2 at a time. Kevon is single-handedly digging us out of whatever the hell we're in right now.
Yeah, you know that national debt? It's going to be gone by the time
it's going to be gone.
Right, because...
It's hang on. What's the national debt?
A lot. Can we convert it into Q2s?
Yes. Yeah. What's the national debt right now?
Like,
10
several trillion. Yeah.
20 trillion, 493 billion,
we have some sort of debt
295 million, 888,805.
How many cents?
I don't know.
99.
I'm going to say 83 cents.
83 cents. That sounds good. That sounds right.
Divided by how much does a BLI Q2 sell for?
I don't know. Just
I'm looking right now. I'm looking. We're doing this.
Right.
We're doing the math.
Maths. These are the real issues. This is what the Terminus podcast is here for, because the Terminus.
We always cover the Terminus cares. Do your first content
on the podcast.
Well, here's the thing. I'll be sure to, when I buy things off eBay, make sure that it's like a congressman or like. You think Donald Trump has an eBay account? You think he's selling stuff? Think he's selling model trains?
Probably not.
Like Q2.
Although enough celebrities do nowadays, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Trump train.
How much does a BLI Q2 cost, TJ?
$599.99.
That's if you're buying it direct. But yeah, just divide the national debt by that, and
All right,
get us
so
our
This is only going to take 34,156,062,415.71 Q2s, and all of our problems will be solved.
Get on it, Kevon.
So now we just need the Chinese to make us 34 billion so we can buy all of them.
Come on, Kevon, you're
But
slacking.
wait, how's that money going to get to the national debt? Unless we take all the congressmen and put them in the Chinese factories. Like...
No, just send them to
There
the
you
top
go.
of BLI.
Hey, if they made the decoders good, then I would buy BLI stuff.
I mean, I've never had a problem with it.
Never bought anything BLI. If BLI would make a damn Rio Grande locomotive that wasn't their stupid generic 280.
I mean, Ellis,
The-
you're
The
lucky.
Durango in Silverton. 280.
That's why I
Yeah.
know.
That wasn't them. That's
Yeah,
Bogman.
that was Bogman.
Now, see, Ellis, you're
At
lucky.
least it's not
'cause-
at least it's not the generic 080 like Lionel has.
yeah.
Ew.
Or everything.
see, Ellis-
What?
475
You're
080.
lucky how you haven't had any problems with your BLI, because all my friends that have BLI stuff have either had their engine die on them, the decoder blow up, or their decoder just take a shit.
Well,
Hey,
they
maybe
should get good.
maybe they're not taking care of their engine like Ellis is.
Speaking of frickin' decoders, by the way, so
By
we had
not
an
taking
operating
care of it.
we had an operating session at the PN, and it was
Yeah.
it was a disaster.
Oh my god,
It
cat!
was real bad, and Madison can attest to this because she was there for the whole thing. Just we were like, oh yeah, we'll go and run some trains. The DCC system is basically non-functional at the club. It's effectively stopped working, and
Yes.
they're blaming it on. We had an NRHS or not NRHS, whatever. We had a big meet
Yeah.
with a bunch of New England model railroad people,
Okay.
and we think we overloaded our DCC system and something is wrong. Alternatively, it could be a single wire that's broken, but we're not sure which wire.
Who will win?
Yeah,
One out versus one wireable.
I mean the wire was winning because nothing was working.
Yeah.
The operating session effectively stopped repeatedly as we reset the layout and we did a whole bunch of stuff, and all the main guys were basically just going nuts for the entire operating session. They didn't get to run trains or anything. They were just trying to figure out what was wrong. It was a mess, and
Wow.
we had visitors. It was like, just come back when things work.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah.
I've done that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. So, random little spur off of that. I got a new chair for my desk.
Yeah.
It's nice. I had to kind of prop it together with foam, and I need to make a new plate on the bottom to keep it from falling apart. But the reason I'm talking about this chair and not just yammering on
I was
about something
going to
that is
ask.
completely stupid and unrelated. The bottom of this chair is marked, and the back of it is actually marked too, and I need to remove the marking from the back. The marking on the back says Amtrak, which is stupid because screw Amtrak.
Wow.
The bottom
Rude.
says DUT 27, Denver Union Terminal.
Oh, cool.
So I've got a station master's chair from Denver Union Station. Or a station, sorry, not a station master, station agent's chair from Denver Union Station.
Well, on the bright side of Amtrak,
I missed the freaking good story.
What?
The whole op session thing.
Oh,
Some moaning in the
Right.
background.
well,
No, it's actually the football game.
are you sure?
Sure.
Uh,
Sure
But
it is. TJ.
Anyways,
Sure.
speaking of Amtrak,
That's
Terminus member Singular and Madison
Amtrak is a
are getting on an Amtrak, and we're coming to you all around the country. As a matter of
Hide
fact.
your
Just like
kid and hide your wife, please.
Just like a terminus
You're
meet
not
and
supposed to warn them. They'll have time to run.
Coming to
Just like-
steal your
just like a
girl,
ter-
swiggity swooty.
No, it's like a terminus meet and greet.
Terminus meet and greet. It's the Terminus 2018 Whistle
Whistle
Stop
Stop
campaign.
tour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Whistle Stop.
Wait, what are we
Sponsored by
campaigning for?
Amtrak.
Whistle stops.
We're campaigning for the purchase of BLI QTs and national tax.
Hashtag not my campaign.
Not my campaign train.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're gonna be tooling around, Madison and I, and TJ. I think you're accompanying us for like one leg of the trip. Maybe.
I think I might be accompanying you back to Chicago and then back to Boston.
Lobster.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I'm going to be joining the journey in Denver. I think I'm looking at going to Colorado to see the sights out there for a little while,
Mhm.
and then booking it back to Rhode Island with Ellis and Madison.
You don't want to go to Colorado, TJ. It's full of assholes and mountain sheep.
Oh, we know.
And stoners.
Trust me, the assholes can't be much worse in Colorado than they are here.
I mean, currently you've got one with you, so yeah, it's not lobster, it's oyster.
Why aren't you having lobster?
Why aren't you having the oysters? We don't have oysters, so we just take cow balls. Eat cow balls.
Man,
It's like Christopher Walken needs more cow ball.
Eat your cow balls, cocksucker.
Eat your fucking cocksucker.
Eat your cow, commie.
Eat your cornflakes, you cocksucker.
anyways, we're gonna be going from Rhode Island to Newport News, or not Newport News, but Wilmington, and then through DC and Chicago, all the way out to Flagstaff, Arizona, see the Grand Canyon, and then through LA to Sacramento, and we're going to be there for a little while, then we're going to go up to Denver and be there for like a day, and then through Chicago and Boston, back to home.
Boston.
So,
Lobster.
discuss as you will. If you want, go plan a trip to the Grand Canyon on the first Saturday in July, which is the 7th, because that's when we're going to be there. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm making this big trip, making use of a rail pass finally, which I've never done before. So it's going to be fun.
Nice.
But anyways, to cycle back around to unless anybody has any other good jumping off points from that. Anybody going on train trips
clips
or
work
trips
well.
to trains?
Bridges
or...
work.
I mean, I went
I
on
am
one.
doing fun stuff.
Wait, where'd you go?
I mean, I went to Pennsylvania. I mean, since I haven't been on, obviously. Before Christmas time, I went to Pennsylvania, and I had a chance to see the Strasburg Railroad operating 2 locomotives in the snow, which is the first snow of the season in Pennsylvania, and it was pretty fun. Got some cool pictures.
We also went to Essex a couple times.
Yes, we did go to Essex before Christmas as well.
No snow though. Disappointing.
No snow.
Then I went to Italy, and you guys had lots of snow, and then I came back.
Yeah, loads of snow.
Disappointing. Missed all the snow.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I've got.
All right, so
Right.
I'm going to the Model Railroad show in Amherst in a week.
Hey.
I'm going to be there on the Sunday. I'm going to be there all day, and I'm going to be there with the Providence Northern Model Railroad Club at the booth,
Repping them.
and I'm going to be stealing a locomotive. So we made a new modular layout, and it's awesome. It's actually really cool. It's very nice. It's a lot bigger than our last one, and you can actually run a train in a circle instead of just doing switching.
Nice.
The problem is, it has very tight turns. Not like Weibold tight turns, but like turns tight enough that if you have a 3-axle unit, it'll just pop off the tracks. So,
So what, like 15?
18, but they've got a couple kinks.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Ooh. Sounds like my layout.
Lee doesn't make it.
Excuse me, guys. I'll be back in a minute.
Lee doesn't make it around, and any 3-axle diesels won't make it. Any 3-axle coaches won't make it.
So what do you run? Just Jeeps and 40-foot cars?
We've got a couple of we've got some 40-foot cars. We've got a couple of PN switch engines diesels. I was thinking an 060 might be able to do it because Ray Schofield, one of our guys, has an 060 that's pretty small.
Oh, the Main Central one?
Yeah.
Or is it Main Eastern? One of the two?
Yeah. Or the
That might
Shay, which Madison suggested, and Roland, Ray thought it was a great idea. But because I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal the 440 that we have here at the NEB&W and take it with me to Amherst.
Oh boy.
So
alright.
What kind of 440 do you have?
it's a little Bachmann. It's very cute.
Oh, like one of the modern ones?
Bachmann.
Yeah, one of the modern ones.
I love those engines. I wish
adorable.
wish we had one.
But it'll be the first time the NEB&W and the PN come together like that. It's an NEB&W engine on a Providence Northern layout.
Oh boy.
I have run my Providence Northern boxcar at the NEB&W before, though. So not really the first time. But they get upset when I do that because it's not prototype. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to be tooling around there. Maybe they'll have Pepper Sass. I don't think so necessarily. I know Edaville's bringing their engine.
Steal that engine. Steal the
Yes.
2 gauge engine.
Steal a real size engine.
Yeah. 1-to-1 scale modeling.
And I probably won't buy anything. I mean, obviously no promises, but I probably...
You're literally a sin against model railroading.
I probably won't buy anything. Last time I was there, though, I saw a frickin' roll sign. Like a whole New York City subway roll sign.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, that is really cool. But I did not buy it. Because what the hell would I do with it?
I know.
Put it in your car.
Right.
You can pretend to be no.
What?
I
Why-
should build my own roll sign. And
Yeah, you put it in your car, and you can pretend to be a subway.
yeah, or just what I do normally, which is basically a taxi service for all my friends.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah. There you go.
Next stop, Colony Mall.
Yeah.
No, it's like an Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I only ran, like, dedicated routes as an Uber. I mean, a lot of people do that sometimes with, like, they'll just run from wherever to the airport. Stuff like that. Train station to the airport.
Yeah. Yeah, taxi companies do that quite a bit.
Yeah. But anyways, I am back with new hardware on Tolbrand.
Ooh.
I haven't tried to automate things again because it's being a pain in the butt. But I have worked a little bit more, and things look so much better because I have shadows and I can see more than 2 kilometers.
Nice.
It's very nice. Things are very nice, and I'm trying to get scenery done so I can run trains through scenery instead of empty gray wilderness.
I literally haven't
That's
opened
always
Tane
good.
in like 3 months.
Have you turned on your computer?
Yeah, because I sometimes use it for school or what. The other day I was using it for scholarships.
Scrub.
Well, no, I want to get like a Surface or some sort of laptop for college.
College. I mean, usually colleges will have like a laptop package, depending on where you're going.
Yeah.
I don't think mine. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I
have to
think
look.
4U colleges do. Most of the time.
If they don't, then I'll just get mine.
They usually, I know the one that I know, the college I'm looking at is, it has like, it doesn't have a package where you can get one, but they have their own like dedicated Apple store.
Oh yeah, we have a
And
thing like that.
And all the prices are the educational prices.
So more.
So still it. So still
No,
a
So a
lot.
rip-off?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want a Mac. I'm looking at Razors, I think.
Okay.
I was gonna say I don't need anything much. Just something that would be able to do all my classwork and run JMRI and
Yeah.
be able to run a loc programmer.
Yeah, well, see, I want to be able to edit on my laptop. So I need a little bit more than just like a Surface or something.
Yeah. And if you're Bill Belichick, you can get a little bit upset with those.
Yeah.
Oh, Mason's broken a thing.
I mean, I would take my current laptop, but for some reason I can't log into it. It just comes up as default user.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's a problem.
How do you fix that?
I don't know.
No.
I wanna
Come on.
Google
question mark.
that.
Right now.
All right.
Yeah.
If I can't fix it, then I'll try to fix
Google
it,
it or
wipe it,
come on
and
it.
sell it.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, what else have people been doing?
I've been dabbling around in the dark magic of 3D modeling.
Oh.
Because it's a pain in the butt to do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, Like with the SW1 I've been modeling.
I mean, the SW1 looks pretty good.
Yeah. It just recently got somewhat of a back end, but starting to come together.
Yeah,
And then I also started work on the side closet because I got pissed off at the SW1. And it's a nice little generic caboose.
Yeah, the caboose is nice. It's a little bit plain.
Back.
Yeah.
No, it's a caboose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what is this link to a Dutch hotel?
Is it Dutch Wonderland?
That's a Dutch hotel.
TJ, that's incest.
There go all the Dutchies.
There go all the Dutchies. A Dutch listener.
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Sounds like
a
eavesdropping.
Dutch. Oh, it's a Dutch foamer.
Mmm.
Alright, anyways. What else is going
Anyways,
on?
the SW1 is almost done. I just need to get around to modeling the trucks at some point and finishing up our details and everything else that needs to be done. Other details. Well, other than that, I've been keeping busy with my narrow gauge with Westerford and Brightford. You know it's bad when you can't pronounce your own railroad.
The W and B.
Yeah, the W and B are right.
There you go.
A while back, I completely forgot that I built this motor car shop. And it's perfect because it fits every motor car that I have on the roster, except for 2. So all I need to do now is just add another shed. And I'm using the tracking cable from Alamosa, which is another thing that I've been working on. I'll try and get the
Alamosa?
screenshots.
Alamosa.
Assahola.
Arapaho.
Alcoholic?
Alcohol.
Also, we spend a few
Hookers.
to the Portland Eastern.
I heard what you said, Ellis.
I gotta go back and find the screenshot.
That's an interesting track arrangement. You've got a little bit of a wobble over there.
That's
Other than that, that's pretty good.
you're going through a
Yeah,
car.
yeah, that's another thing.
Also, the diamond's going through the frog of the switch.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a
Also, the
kink
tunnel has a
in-
giant hole in the earth above it.
Is there a problem with that?
That's a dig hole.
How else would you break a tunnel? Wybold. There's no
Boring.
other way.
It's boring.
Do you know the way?
You know the way.
Why would I heard that.
Did you?
Real-
I heard what you said, and you're getting a point for it.
Damn it. Come on. It is. It's a boring way of making something.
Uh-huh.
But
I know. Thank you, Elon Musk.
But boo. I get the joke now.
Oh,
It took you long enough.
to piggyback off of what I was talking about Alamosa earlier, I got a new dam.
Oh no, a bumblebee.
Assahola.
Bumblebee.
You got a dem of Alamosa? What is the dem of Alamosa?
It looks flat.
It's just a blank
I got a
grid.
dam of them. I got a dam of the wheel ground between Antonito and Alamosa.
So once again, flat.
Yeah.
You don't need a dem of that.
You don't need a dem of that. You literally put a river in it once, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's
You
funny.
put like 2 bridges, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yipes.
Yeah, I've been working on that. This is a nice little side project.
No.
I mean, it's probably pretty simple.
Yeah,
I only have
and
all the track work done.
Yep.
Except for most of the yards.
Yep.
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 Left. Right, left. Anything else?
I've been doing some photography.
Oh,
Okay, so for Christmas,
foam.
I got foamtography, sure.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so for Christmas I got myself a camera, and for the past few weeks I've been taking it to Train Club and just trying to shoot some decent photos, and then I like put them on my computer or on my
that's pretty
phone and
good.
edit them a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see, where's a really good one?
1225.
This one turned out good.
That's where your profile picture came from. This first one.
Yep, standards.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Reminds me of
Oh my
TJ took the school picture a while ago of Lee coming out of the reverse loop. On the promise.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't know where it went, but yeah, I remember
I have it
that.
around somewhere. An RS unit.
Oh
You know what
my!
you need to do? You need to take that camera and your photography skills and bring it over to the Allagash. And just see how far you can go with it.
What? Get a job as a brakeman on the
Yeah,
Allagash?
exactly. And take some cool pictures
Yeah.
of trains.
Yeah.
Wait, how would that lead to a brakeman job?
Because that's what real railroads do. They have brakemen.
I mean, that'd probably be your entry level. Just saying, to get a foot in the door.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Anyways. Alright.
I don't know. It's a part-time job. It's, you know,
It'd be a hell of a commute.
it's if you're yeah. I don't know. It really doesn't pay all that well. It's kind of a small-time gig. It's if you're looking to scale down your life a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to come visit, you can just visit if you want it. We can get in touch. You know.
We can get in touch with the people up at the Allagash. Well,
Yeah.
I know a couple
Up
Like-
there.
up there in Vermont.
All right.
Anyways.
See, when I first read the word Allagash, wait,
Yeah.
did I say it right?
What happened? Yes, you said it right.
Okay, for some reason, when I first read it, I thought it was like a Lagash. I don't know.
Agalash.
stupid
Lagash.
pronunci-
Agalash Railroad.
Agalash.
Yeah, Agalash.
Anyways. Alright.
Fagalash.
Is that all? Can we move on to, local whatever?
I reached in the goose.
Oh yeah, you do have a goose now. You have a male
Congratulations.
goose.
Yep.
Where's
You
the
have
female
which
goose?
Goose 2.
Oh. 2 needs a new body belt.
The body.
Wash the body. Yeah,
Rebuild
2's
the
kind
body.
of shit.
Where is Goose 2?
At the museum.
Oh, okay.
2.
Oh wait,
2
is
needs
2
work.
is 2 the one that the body like slid off?
No, that was 7. That's the one that runs every week.
Oh, great.
That's the one that's probably in the best condition.
That's
Except
in
maybe
the best
6,
condition.
and 6 is a flatbed.
Well, I mean, it's
Well, if
easy
I
to keep
keep up
maintained,
one
I guess.
6 apparently goes like snot though. It's got 4 gears on the stick.
Okay.
Jeez.
Ooh. Actually, this isn't really news, so I'll just put it out here. I just remembered. Just a couple days ago, there came out a program known as Open Locomotion.
Oh.
And so we'll
Ooh.
see where this goes. You know, nothing special with it yet, but if you go on the Locomotion subreddit, you can find information about it.
That's
Or, you know, a
cool.
link to it. Yeah. So, I would love to see Locomotion take on,
Open
with
TT.
bigger maps and more players, that kind of thing. I want to see the game tweaked.
And multiplayer.
Yeah. But anyways, if that's all, it's time for...
What is it time for exactly? I can't quite. Oh, that's right. It's time for.
Hey!
It was actually intelligible.
No.
It was what?
No, it wasn't.
It was unintelligible. All right. Anyways, in one corner, TJ, if you can go grab a thing for
Alright,
that.
I do have the
Technically,
link.
you're doing number 4, but
Okay, yeah, I have it right here.
close enough.
It's its own class.
Yeah.
Class 4.
In one corner, we have Southern Railways number 762, otherwise known as Lynn.
Oh, it's British.
It is British.
British boy.
Is it Southern Railways or probably better known as Linton and Barnstaple
Yeah.
Railway?
Linton and Barnstable, or Southern. As it says, Southern in giant letters on the side of the locomotive.
It's Southern in giant letters because the Linton and Barnstable got absorbed by the Southern, I believe. The Southern was one of the big 4.
But there are some
Anyway.
historical images of it, but I have this image of just a short time ago when the locomotive was rebuilt and now operates.
And
TJ?
in the other corner is Sandy River and Rangeley Lakes, Forney number 4, otherwise known as Sandy.
Sort of. Actually, in Worship's universe or IHR universe, it would be somebody else. It wouldn't be Sandy. Necessarily.
Oh, well.
I wrote
that's
it
what
down
she-
as Sandy, but I couldn't find info for number 1, so I did for number 4.
I mean, I'm sure number 1 was an 044 as well, right?
Yeah. They're
It's
probably,
Rodriguez.
It's not going to be different.
probably quite similar. Alright. If you could get a picture or something.
Oh, yeah, sure. I figured you might have had one.
Yes!
Yeah,
Messaged over Steam. Why am I
the
getting
Eagles are
It's
winning,
a mark.
The Eagles are winning. Okay.
and they just got a fumble. That's number 3.
I got news from BNSF. Breaking news.
Yeah.
So I recently got just this breaking news, like this really happened just now, or I would have done it in the last section. That's for the podcast. Sorry, Chris.
Correct.
I just got messaged over Steam from a buddy of mine who works at BNSF with actual footage, he says, of working or running a shop for BNSF.
Uh-oh. What is this? I will look at that later.
Just watch it. It's 11 seconds
I'm
long.
not... Okay, hold on 1 second.
This is actual footage of running a BNSF shop.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I can't find a picture for number 4. I'm sorry.
Can you get one just of an 044 of the Sandy River?
Yes. Well, can it be of the WWNF?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What is this?
It's actual footage of running a shop for BNSF.
Yes.
Sent to me by a foreman of theirs.
Okay, hold on. Let me...
What the hell was that?
What the hell? Okay, awesome.
Actual footage.
Yep, got it. Links in the description. Number 4 would be Megan. For us, for our sake. Alright, so there we go. There's
Megan.
number 9 of the WWNF, formerly a locomotive of the Sandy River and Rangeley Lakes, the only surviving locomotive from the Sandy River and Rangeley Lakes. Actually, this is an old photo. She's missing her boiler jacket.
Yes.
And she doesn't have the, she doesn't have a coupler either.
No. 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 Yeah. No. She doesn't.
I feel like we could have gotten a better picture. But anyways,
File photo.
It's a working picture.
it's
Okay.
a working picture. It's a work in progress. Anyways,
Your work picture.
who do you guys think should get the first go?
The stupid
No.
Brit.
The stupid Brit. You what?
Fight me.
Alright,
One faster
Give me-
than Heaton.
give me a minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail. Okay. There it is. 18
Oh, seriously? Goddamn.
pounds.
I was like, I got it low. You've got it lower. Mine is 22. 22 pounds. Or 11 kilograms per meter.
Kilograms.
Alright, you're up.
Alrighty. Tractive effort.
Oh boy. Tractive effort. 7,418.
5,566.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
They're all so cute.
Boiler pressure.
3 pounds.
140.
180. Yes, go.
346.
Victory.
Alright.
No, I'm going now. It's still me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Firebox area.
Firebox area. Where is that? There it is. Oh. Not applicable. I don't know. It doesn't
What?
say. It doesn't say.
It's
Okay.
too small to be
Do you have
calculated.
great
2
area?
square feet.
Nope.
Oh my god.
I don't have any of the heating
You
ability.
have none of the
Wow.
heating ability. Alright.
I don't have any of the heating ability. I don't have any of the computations relating to power
you can't-
input.
Well, yeah, because we don't have a heating of. If you don't have heating ability, you can't do the power computations. God damn it. Alright.
This is a trash locomotive version.
They're small, okay? Leave them alone.
They're trying.
They're trying, yeah,
Small,
what,
small,
what are they doing? Their best. Give me a driver wheelbase.
What? Okay. 4.5
Damn it. 5.
feet.
5
Wait,
feet. 5 feet.
who decides how? Like, what is
Shorter
that?
is better.
Shorter is better.
Because
Okay.
you make tighter turns.
Okay. Engine wheelbase.
Engine wheelbase. 17.58 feet.
16.21.
How?
God.
God damn it.
What do you mean? How? Have you seen how small that
I
is?
have, and I'm looking at how small Lynn is, too. Alright, keep going.
All right. Weight on drivers.
Yeah, drivers. Oh, God.
3 pounds.
Yeah.
2 pounds.
Where is it? Weight on drivers, 26,000 pounds.
22,000
Yeah, I knew I
pounds.
wasn't going to win that.
Engine weight.
Um,
Well,
engine and tender weight, I guess. Because it's
I
the
guess.
same
I mean.
thing.
Oh no. Oh, weight on drivers. It's right below weight on drivers.
I don't have anything below weight on drivers other than tender loaded weight, which is not useful.
Oh well, then I'll ask you total engine and tender weight
Alright.
because it's the same.
44,800.
36,000.
Yeah, you're small. Damn it. The battle of the smalls.
Yeah.
You're killing me, smalls.
Battle of the Yep.
Alright, continue.
Engine. Oh wait, I already did engine wheelbase.
What's your guys' loco base ID?
7623.
1,005.
1005? Seriously? God damn it. I'm winning 6-2.
Let's do overall wheelbase, engine and tender.
17.58 feet.
16.21.
Shut up, dickhead.
I'm running out of things that I know I'll win.
here, I've got a question to ask.
Yep.
How many countries did each of you go to?
One.
Not like running, but how many did you visit?
Did you visit? 2?
Yes.
I think just one.
Alright.
Yep.
Well,
It is just one. I was throwing also bone.
yeah, well, I now have 3 points. Keep going, TJ.
Oh, don't worry. There's many more bones to throw you.
I know.
Yep.
I know. I'm looking at one right now,
Okay.
but I don't have the ball, so I can't do anything with it. Alright, TJ, go ahead.
Factor of adhesion.
3.5.
3.95.
God damn it! Really?
Ooh.
That's good. That is really good.
Hey,
Is factor of
name.
adhesion for Lynn calculated empty or full on the tanks? Because it changes as you go through water.
I mean,
Yeah.
for the same, I assume it's calculated same for the both of them, whatever it is. because
Right,
that would
yeah.
matter.
Like if it's calculated empty of water as opposed to full of water for the Forney, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't have the tank over the drivers.
Yeah, I don't know.
For the
That's a good
tank
question.
engine, it probably has better adhesion, regardless of whether or not that's the statistic given. It'll have better adhesion with, a full tank of water.
The tank's full.
Yeah. Unless that is when the tank's full, in which case it only gets worse from there.
Right.
But whatever, that's the number.
Even if it is when the tank's empty, it's still the point still goes to TJ because your adhesion gets worse as you go through water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, my turn still?
yeah, it's still your turn.
Okay. Does your engine have vacuum brakes?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, actually.
It has
Damn it.
better vacuum braking
Well,
because it was patented and actually used
I mean,
Alright,
like widely.
ours is being that too, but I have to go get dinner quickly
God
in
damn it,
for like
TJ.
30 seconds. Actually, yeah, I'll be right back in 30
Well-
30 seconds.
Hang on, let's go on to style points for just a minute then.
well, he's gonna come back.
TJ has the dynamo.
He can come back, but we'll let's do some style pointing.
I mean,
Okay.
do I not have a dynamo? No, I don't have a headlight,
Don't have a headlight.
but yeah. I mean, she was designed.
just
She
any-
was designed with a headlight because she was designed in the U.S. But
Wait,
the
question.
trains model has a headlight.
Yeah.
Why don't most British engines have headlights?
They don't need them.
Because
They just
they-
deem them not necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Which
question
is kind of
is.
stupid.
I mean, the question is, why do we have headlights? It's not like you're.
So we can see.
It's not like you're gonna stop
Yeah.
if you're. It's not like you're gonna stop in time.
I mean, you can slow down or jump. Personally, I'd rather see the collapsed bridge in front of me rather than just suddenly hitting the ground.
Yeah, I would too.
Maybe the British are better at
In the
light
ground.
poles.
Oh well,
And hitting
I
the
can sense
ground.
that bridge is out. Oh shit!
No, maybe they just have better night vision. It's
Oh,
from
mash
eating
me
all the carrots.
ballywhackers.
Yeah.
I mashed me ballywhackers. Who are
Mash my ballywhackers.
Who are Mr.
Oh,
Oliver?
Welsh. Who are Mr. Oliver Gnome Welsh?
I mean-
Style point for TJ, he has doors on the
So
front.
does Lynn.
No, I
No.
don't.
Oh, on the front.
No, yeah, I do have an
Yeah.
all-weather cab for some
Front.
reason. I have a
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
so he does
Does?
have doors on the front. I don't have doors on the front because there are some water tanks in the way.
Yeah.
Huh? How did those get there?
Yeah.
Does TJ have doors?
Yeah, he has doors.
I can't find a picture of the engineer side of number 4. The fireman side does not have doors.
I mean, we're using number 9 as an
Well,
example.
actually, I found one. I have one pulled up right now.
Oh, you found one of 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you post the pictures of 4 because we're using 9.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Oh,
I see
never mind,
it.
we
Yep,
got it.
on the engineer side.
I
she's
have a feeling I'm gonna come back to something cataclysmic. Oh no,
No.
it's not that bad.
No. We spent most of the time arguing.
Also,
Okay.
it is the same as an engine, isn't it? That is number 4.
Which one?
Number 9.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
engine, effectively.
No, it's the same
I
engine.
mean, oh, exactly the same
I
engine?
think
Wow.
it's the same engine.
Okay.
If I hold on, let me go back to my research.
To the research away.
Unless I'm mistaken, which was the engine that escaped? Nope. Okay, no, it wasn't number 4. Okay, I was wrong. It was number 6.
I think number 9
Number
has a-
6
I think-
is the engine that escaped,
Mm.
and is now number 9.
Right.
But I'll have 2 number
What's
9s
10?
and number 9 large.
Okay, well, 4 still had them.
4 had doors.
Okay.
Real fake doors.
Lynn has an all-weather cab.
Yeah. I already put down both of those points.
Okay, good.
I don't know what else.
Lynn has a Bissell trail and pilot truck, which means she tracks better, not only going forwards but backwards.
Number 4 has a bell.
Does Lynn not have a bell?
No, British engines
She's
really
British.
Oh yeah, that's right. God damn it. Well,
I'm not sure I agree with a bell as a style point.
I mean,
As a
Bells are
practical
cool.
feature.
you have
As a
to.
practical feature, a bell has never prevented anything. As somebody who's tried to get somebody out of the way by ringing the bell menacingly, it's not menacing. Wait, laying on the whistle will get someone out of your way. Dinging the bell does nothing.
I don't know.
The bell is
The bell a few
effectively for
times.
show.
Hey, we have more room on the pilot.
Okay.
And a cow catcher. Oh wait, you have a cow catcher too. Damn it.
You have cows to catch.
I mean, in
I think I
rural
might have
Maine,
too.
there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
You're outside framed, which is cool. And better for narrow gauge.
I guess. But is it a style point?
No, it's just effectively better. It's whether or not it's a style point or a point is irrelevant, but it's a mechanical advantage.
Okay. It's 6 to 9. There are still a couple of things I know I could earn points on, but I can't say them. There's at least one.
You've got anything relating to power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, also you have an easier to clean smoke box because you have a clock face rather than dogs.
Okay.
So it's a style point.
I can't say anything. I'm trying. I'm trying to think of like subtle ways to hint at what it should be, but I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I mean, if TJ, oh no, because he can shut you out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't say anything. I can't. There's a question I want to ask, or something I know. I think I know.
I'll try and hint at it.
No, I'm not going to.
I have a dynamo.
You have a
We
dynamo.
already did that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was getting dinner.
Shame on you.
Oxaga!
You want to eat, loser?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Solar cock-
Although, Lynn, to kind of get back to the idea of losing adhesion as you lose water,
Yeah.
although that's true, Lynn has much better weight distribution.
Much water.
Much water. Lynn
There-
has better weight
There's
distribution.
there's an actual statistic that you can do for that.
Is there?
I mean, I came up with it.
Oh, God damn it.
So if you want to ask that.
Um,
Oh, it's Mario's
What is-
water
what
competition.
is your
It's not the
weight
water
distribution?
computation. It's okay. So you take the total engine weight and divide it by the weight on drivers. Or sorry, other way around. Weight on drivers divided by total engine weight.
And you get what?
You get
What is
you
that?
get a factor. It'll be between 0 and 1, and the higher number is better because it means you've got more of your weight concentrated on your drivers.
Okay. So do that.
Yeah, do that.
Do
question is, do that.
Temelio's fat computation.
Fat computation.
Thick
yeah,
computation.
The TFC, the Temelio computation of fat.
Yeah,
No,
PHAT.
thick.
pH. The thick computation.
Temelio's fat computation.
There you go.
computation. The Temelio
Wait.
HIC computation
Yeah, you tried to turn it into an acronym.
interval. Yes.
All right, mine is
Temelio.
not good actually.
The
Mine-
Temelio heavy interval computation.
Mine is 0.58, which is pretty bad.
What is yours, TJ?
I don't know.
Do your thick.
Calculate the thick. All right, what is it? Sorry.
It's you
The
take the
Temelio heavy interval
yeah,
calculation.
you
The
take
thick.
the weight on drivers and divide it by the total engine weight. It would be
Total-
interesting if they put in the total engine weight without the tender weight, and it was just the empty weight.
Yeah.
0.61.
Damn it! All right, I lost
Bastard.
that. It's 0.58.
All right.
Whoops! I just put that in the wrong spot. All right, so it's 7 to 10. All right. Well, if we want to end it here, we can end it here.
You didn't get to ask what you wanted to ask.
I'm
though.
not able to. It's that's
You need to hint at
it
it.
happens. No, I'm not doing that. It's cheap.
Well, I don't have the page, so I can't look at what computations there are, or what stats there are.
You should know by now. It's not even a strange statistic.
Okay, we can't do anything with heating surface.
Yep.
Neither of them are superheated.
Yep.
We already did weight distribution.
Yep.
We can't do cylinders.
Yep. Wait, why can't we?
Can we not? Okay, cylinders.
Do you have cylinders? I mean,
What
my
about
cylinders.
cylinders?
Yes, he has cylinders.
I knew that. My cylinders are 10 by 16.
Oh, hang on. TJ, have you asked what valve gear?
I don't have that listed.
You know what kind of valve gear you have, though, right?
No.
Just ask.
My cylinders are 10
What?
by 16, by the way. Let's just do this first.
What kind of valve gear do I have?
Give me the cylinder size first. Then
Yes,
ask about your valve gear.
size.
Cylinder size?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Uh,
Oh, high pressure cylinders?
Yeah.
Yes.
10.5 by 14.
10 by 16.
That one.
That wins just barely. Just barely.
Just barely.
By like
Mo
2
Moore is usually Mo Beta, but you've got him beat on travel by a lot.
Well, that was still a
TJ.
you question, if you can get him to ask this question. But
Well, yeah, TJ. Why don't you ask about your valve gear?
Because I don't know what it says.
You know what it is, though.
What? No, I don't.
I know what it is. Ask.
what is
I don't
this
know what you're
even?
talking about, Weibold. I think I know what horse you have in this race, that's for sure.
I just want to know the valve gear.
Alright, well,
I
my
just
valve
wanted-
gear is Stevenson.
No,
Uh,
no. TJ didn't ask the question, and I didn't ask the question either.
You said you wanted to know what the valve gear was. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
No,
all.
I said I want
you,
TJ to ask what the
you
valve gear
also
was.
said you wanted to know what the valve gear was. So what's TJ's valve gear, Weibold?
Is it Stevens?
Already given mine.
Yes, it's Stevenson.
Okay, great.
So it's a tie. I don't understand what you
Yeah,
did.
but he wanted you to ask it because we both had the
Because
same
if
thing, and
you
I would have
ask it
gotten
and
the
you
ball.
tie, then he gets the ball and he can ask his stupid question.
Okay, fine.
Goddamn.
What's your cylinder?
We just
What?
did this. We
Yeah.
just did this.
TJ, you're an idiot. We just.
That was the joke.
Never
Hey
mind.
guys,
Hey guys, I think we're done here.
Yeah,
what gauge are you?
2 foot.
60 centimeters.
Wait a minute. Did we do what year?
No, we haven't done
No.
what year.
You're a narrower gauge, Ellis.
That
Which
doesn't
is-
mean anything. Gauge has never mattered.
Okay, fine.
But I'm
Okay.
1898.
I'm 1890.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Finally, Ellis gets
Oh
a
wait,
point. Now
no,
ask your
no,
damn
wait, that was Jader. Jader asked that question, not DJ.
Yeah, but you still won one.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because then you could, if that worked, then you could just sway the, you could just keep somebody from asking any
Yeah,
questions.
Weibold, stop trying to sway.
I'm not trying to sway it. I want him to ask his question. I'm genuinely curious what his damn question is.
All right,
It's
well-
driving me nuts.
It has something to do with your country question.
Oh, who built you?
Yeah,
Who?
Burnham Williams and
Yes.
Company,
Portland.
Portland.
Poland.
Oh. That's all I've been thinking about this whole time.
Good lord. Okay, so you get your 1 point because you were built by Baldwin.
Yeah, okay, so I get that.
Wait, why is that
Now
a
there's,
point?
there's one more question that could tie it up.
Wait, why is that a point? I don't understand how Baldwin's better than Portland
Because
Locomotive
it's
Company.
Baldwin.
You can
So?
use
Because half
Baldwin
the
engines.
podcast is biased towards Baldwin over any other
Sponsored by
builder.
Baldwin? Jeez.
Yes, we
No, we're
are.
We're not biased towards Baldwin. You have to look at it from an objective standpoint, though. In terms of building quality, Alco trumps Baldwin, which trumps Lima, which trumps everything else.
Okay.
In terms of ubiquity, Baldwin trumps absolutely everything.
Yeah.
In terms of utility, Porter basically trumps everything, but we kind of ignore that because usually we don't go for utility. Usually we go for ubiquity.
Yeah.
Alright, I
Anyways.
guess.
Okay.
So,
Baldwin did.
Weibold, you keep...
That's not just something that we came up on the spot, though, TJ. That's a criteria that we do commonly.
I figured.
Weibold, what is the thing you keep harping on about that has to do with my adhesion?
Oh, what's your water capacity?
Small.
961 gallons.
I was avoiding this. 600 gallons.
900.
Ouch. Oh, also, Ellis has more sand.
Oh yeah, I do. I
What?
have more sand.
You have 2 sand domes.
Hey, Ellis,
Wow, I missed that
what's your fuel capacity?
Tons.
Tons.
I don't have it listed. I don't know.
Loads.
Potatoes.
I don't know. Probably less than TJ, but I have no idea.
No way.
Because there isn't a water, there isn't a water tank stuck under the bunker. Or around the bunker. I don't freaking know.
I wouldn't wager it's... I would wager TJ's is probably better, but not by much.
TJ, do you by any chance have a tender loaded weight listed?
A tender loaded weight? Yes, I. No, I don't.
I do.
Well,
I don't
What's your
know
tender
why.
loaded weight? What's your tender loaded
It's
weight?
800 pounds.
Okay, TJ, what's your coal capacity?
coal capacity?
Or your fuel
I don't even-
capacity?
Oh, tender fuel capacity. 0.7 gallons.
Gallons?
What?
It says tender fuel capacity, oil/coal, gallons/tons.
Yeah.
0.7 gallons, 0.6
You're
tons.
oil-fired?
No. It's ML or MT. So that's your.
So
point-
hang
your
on,
point
that's
is-
0.6 times 2,000, which is what, 1,200?
Yeah, so he's
Sure.
got more coal than I do,
Yeah, 1,200. He's got 1,200 pounds of coal.
which means we're tied 12-12.
I'm comfortable
What
calling
did I do?
it a tie.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's end the madness.
Stupid little engines.
Stupid legends.
Actually,
Okay.
they're all adorable. And go.
They're absolutely
They're
adorable.
both adorable, yes.
Did yours operate in Maine? Game
No.
Those
winner.
operate in England.
Game winner.
Did yours get? Oh. Never mind. I
Many
know the
survivors.
answer.
How-
I know the answer to that question already. Never mind.
How
I was about to say, do you
many?
have it? You all have one. Both just have one.
His engine doesn't
Oh
survive,
yeah, that's
though.
right. His engine didn't survive.
Your
Technically, my engine didn't
original
survive
engine
either.
technically did.
That's true. Okay, so both of you have 0 survivors.
Yeah.
Can I get a point because I got one back?
Well, I'll give you that. I'll give you that stop.
I got
point.
rebuilt and I run now.
You got rebuilt.
That's not fair.
It's,
I'll give you that.
Yeah, let's start a fundraiser to rebuild the fort.
I mean, we've already got some Fornies, and they're building
We-
more currently.
Were you built by a small business because America runs on small businesses?
It was built by a small
I thought
business in
America ran on
England.
Duncan. I thought America
Or-
ran on Duncan, and yes, he actually was built by a small business. He was built by volunteers, TJ.
No, I mean the original engine.
Well, that's not the one we're talking
No.
about right
The
now.
original engine was built by a bunch of cocksuckers south of Philadelphia, but we won't go into that.
Wait, how come when it counts towards Ellis, it counts for Baldwin, but when it counts towards me, it counts for the people in Philadelphia?
Because this doesn't count. This entire point is nonsense.
Because I'm making a joke.
Biased. The refs aren't calling the plays. They're no flags. Game was
All right,
right
let's
from the
just
start.
let's just vote.
Let's vote.
Oh, I may have noticed a slight issue.
What's that?
So, I based the non-all-weather cab off of number 9.
Yeah.
Number 4 has an all-weather cab.
Oh.
So that means it's 12-12.
Okay, so you're tied at 12-12 again.
Alright, we'll leave it there. We'll call it a draw then.
All right,
we'll
call it a draw.
Yeah.
All right, draw.
Whoops, I seem to have broken the formatting.
Oh.
Format machine broke.
Format machine broke. Alright, so in just 1 second, I need to write down. Winner, tie, 12-12
So we don't vote?
points.
No, we vote.
We do
And,
both.
so yeah, what are your votes?
Can we do Final Jeopardy?
What would
mean
that
final
be?
Can we do double check?
Wait, what?
You mean Final Jeopardy?
I don't know.
Double Jeopardy.
I don't know what Final Jeopardy is, but that's okay.
Double Jeopardy!
What is it? What is it? What is Final Jeopardy, Jader?
It's Final Jeopardy.
What is this thing that you want us to do?
Come back to me on that.
Why did you ask the question? Why did you ask if we could do a thing and you don't know what it is? Alright, can we please get votes?
That's going to be the title of the episode, Final Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy!
Yeah. I vote for the Forney. It's adorable.
I vote for the American thing.
They're both American.
Technically.
Okay.
not.
Technically speaking.
Yeah, technically speaking. They
Okay,
are.
the thing that was
American-
built in
the
America
American
and
operated-
They were
yeah,
they're
the
both
thing
built-
that built the thing that's still in America.
Okay.
technically it's dead.
Damn it.
Okay.
Hey, I have a Final Jeopardy.
No.
What? What?
I'm a character in the Iron Horseman.
Oh, you. I say
Ooh, spoilers.
Yeah.
we need to give you that one just because we forgot to do it. That's a
Well,
point we
see, I
always
thought
do.
about, do you have a model? And I was like, number 1 counts. But it doesn't really. You have
doesn't.
number 1 and number 5.
Yeah,
We
I
skinned
no, I
number
forgot
4
you,
real
you
fast.
ought to have that point
What?
Alright.
just because we forgot to do it.
Oh.
That's just an automatic point. So TJ wins with the votes and Ellis wins with the points,
Okay.
which I'd say.
Oh wait, there's more.
Well, there's your Final Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Here's your Final Jeopardy. Happy Jader.
Thank you.
Jader's still over there trying to figure out what Final Jeopardy is.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways. Moving right along. Where do we want to go first? Do we want to go to Florida? Do we want to go to New York?
We want to go to Oregon?
Let's go to Michigan.
Alright, let's go to Michigan. What's in Michigan?
Okay, so
Besides
the Steam
disappointment.
Rariting Institute, the people that operate 1225,
Mm-hmm.
have announced that they are going to acquire and restore CMW 460 number 175.
Okay, cool. What is that?
Yeah. It's a little 460 that's up in, where is it? Hang on. It's up in Ripley on the Keweenaw Peninsula in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Basically out in the middle of nowhere. I've been there.
You've been there.
Oh,
Yeah, for camp.
Oh, okay.
We like in that area. It's literally the middle of nowhere.
By the way, I was gonna say, what's in Michigan besides disappointment and people who get beat by the Buckeyes?
Ooh.
Snow. There's some trees. The UP is pretty cool.
Well, my thing is broken for some reason. I can't do I can't watch a thing.
Rip.
Alright. So, any more information on that? Is that just the thing? Is that it?
I'm reading through the- Yeah, I'm reading through the article. Now, let's see. They're planning to move the engine to Owasso by road in the later part of the spring this year.
Nice.
Cool.
Yep. It's going to be pretty cool. And all the pictures I've seen of this engine, it's literally a rust bucket.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw
it's
some pictures of it as well.
It's bad.
Does it even have all of its wheels? I swear to God, I saw a picture that looked like it was missing the center driver.
I don't think it does. I don't know.
Where's this picture of it, but where's the other article that I posted? Because that had some more pictures of it, I think. Whatever. Alright, what else? Anything else in Michigan? Anything else upper? Anything else related?
Peninsular.
Peninsular? Anything peninsular?
Peninsula Railway.
Peninsular.
What about the Peninsular Railway?
They're, I believe they moved some more stuff to the Tri-Sort Yard. And they're hoping to get excursion trains going by this spring,
Okay.
or at least this year.
Okay, cool. See, I have some
And,
news from America's peninsula.
Oh,
Peninsula.
okay.
I mean. I
Whoa,
meant
did
that.
you just say penis?
No, of course not. Florida isn't America's
You get
penis.
DJ.
It totally is. So
Drink the
from
bleach.
the biggest little dick in the union,
Eat the Tide Pods.
Florida
Brightline,
is like hardly in the union.
Brightline has begun.
Bright light.
Brightline's begun introductory service
Off to a
on
strong start.
last
Yay.
Saturday, the 13th. And
Yay.
one-way tickets between Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach start at $10. That's not bad. I don't know how far away that is, though. But it's got $10 for coach service,
It's like
and
a
$50
4-hour
for
drive, I
business
think.
class service, which I don't know why you need business class on that. But they've got discounts for seniors.
Yeah, half the people who are going to ride it are retired. Why would they need business class?
I mean, they've got a discount for seniors, too.
Huh.
So they've got a discount for 90% of their population.
Exactly.
The other 10%
Yeah,
being
90% of their
drug dealers.
ridership is... So the actual price is the senior discount.
Exactly.
And
The
then
other
they have
10% being drug dealers and the other 10% being Cubans.
Wait, that's 110%.
No,
Exactly.
it's just the two 10% are the same.
Wow.
Yeah, there is no two 10%.
Service to Miami is expected in the coming months. Construction for the Orlando leg of service begins this year, but an opening date hasn't been determined. Now, so that's cool and all. I'm glad they've got their train on the track, and I mean that literally because they derailed once already, as we talked about previously. But they're already in trouble. In fact, Mast, I don't know who Mast is, wants Brightline shut down for a safety review. And another person, so U.S. Representative Brian Mast, called for Brightline to be shut down until its safety flaws are fixed. Because... Shut up, stupid video. Because... a bicyclist was hit and killed by a passenger train Wednesday afternoon, and that was the third fatality on the Florida East Coast Railway tracks within a week. 2 of those being caused by Brightline. So we have both of those articles that are going to be posted as well. Remember a little while ago when Brightline was rather upset because they said that the safety standards that the state wanted to impose on them were unfair and targeting them.
Krusty Krab's unfair. Mr. Krab's in there, standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
These
Communist Revolution, SpongeBob.
quote by Mast, these deaths clearly indicate there are safety issues, and Brightline has a long history of straight up lying to the people of Florida. So at this point, they cannot be trusted to decide whether their trains are safe. So,
Wait, how else have they been caught lying by their people?
I don't know. So it probably has something to do with prices, because God knows infrastructure projects balloon out of control in terms of price. But if that exists.
I mean,
but whatever. He's clearly upset about this.
I feel like this is becoming very politicized by Representative Mast.
I mean,
This is definitely something that needs to be looked into. You're not going to gloss over and say, oh, stupid person right out in front of the train, he got killed. But at the same time,
It's the third person.
Yeah, if it's the third person especially, you can't say that. But at the same time, you can't completely blame the company for every stupid bicyclist that rides out in front of the train.
no. But
It's not like this thing is shooting down through alleys and people wind up on the tracks. There's no escape or whatever. It's it's people not paying attention. These aren't unflagged crossings. There are indications. They're just not as good as they need to be.
yeah.
And that's not necessarily the fault of the railroad. That's just the local population isn't gelling with it as well as they expected.
Yeah. I mean, there's another.
I mean,
there's
also,
another, Representative Mayfield, who is a sponsor of Senate Bill 572, which I think was the Safety Act that we talked about. 2 deaths, she says 2 days and 6 deaths is too many. These senseless deaths only confirm the need for legislation to pass this bill in order to put protection and safety measures in place. So, directly using it to push this bill, which I don't like, but what else are you going to do in the face of, you know, if people are getting killed and you have a bill that's about preventing people from getting killed, you're probably going to.
Then how else are you going to promote it?
You're probably going to want to draw attention to that, even if it is a little bit of a, well, you're using this death.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Another representative. Public safety is a primary concern of each and every elected official in Florida. Until the Brightline service can demonstrate an ability to run a safe service, it should be shut down. So a lot of the representatives coming after Brightline because of the missteps and because of these deaths.
I don't know.
Well, do we know why? Do we know the circumstances for them?
Well, we have these two. So, police are investigating a deadly incident involving a Brightline train. Jeffrey King, 51, of Boynton Beach, was riding his bike when he was struck and killed in the 100 block of the Florida Eastway. He was riding his bike west on an East Open Avenue when he pedaled around the gates in an attempt to beat the train. So, not good.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do we have the circumstances of the other two, or just that one?
This is the one we have here.
Clearly,
what we need is a
Brightline's
PR campaign to keep people from trying to do that.
Right. Basically, I'm very hesitant to say, obviously something needs to be done. All these senators are calling for the shutdown of the company until it can, provide a safe service or whatever. I'd be very hesitant to call it an unsafe service when people are, in the case of the biker anyway, purposely negating safety precautions that have proven to work everywhere else in the country.
Yeah, and this is
I'm very hesitant to.
The other person who died.
To put that on
thing.
Brightline.
I
don't think that's Brightline's fault.
And also, there's nothing they can do about that.
Also, what the hell is in the sink?
Yeah,
what else can they do, really?
Yeah, this woman ducked under the gates.
That's yeah.
And then another woman died in July. But that's a different train. That was just on the same tracks. Which there were however 3 deaths on the same tracks. The question is not, the question is not, or rather the question is, and it has to be, what can be done to prevent the deaths? Now, a lot of people are calling for shutdown of Brightline. I think that's a little bit much.
I think that's a little much, especially considering, as I stated, these accidents aren't Brightline's fault.
No, and there's probably not much Brightline
These are
could
people,
do.
quite frankly, being stupid.
And the best thing that I think, in my opinion, would be done here would be for Brightline to put out, probably like TV advertisements and stuff like that. Going back to
Operation Lightsaber.
Yeah, exactly.
Operation Lightsaber.
Operation
Lifesaver.
Operation Lightsaber.
Operation Lifesaver. Not Operation Lightsaber.
Operation Lightsaber, a lesser known Cold War.
It's like Operation Star Wars Railroad. Operation Lightsaber.
We're gonna launch a train from space, and it's gonna take down
doesn't
oncoming
get the
ICBMs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Star Wars.
Jedi don't duck under the gates, do you?
I could see that working. Can we get Mark Hamill and and Rey, or whoever plays Rey, and Kylo Ren and stuff to do a PR campaign?
Don't go to the dark side. Don't duck
motto
under
is
the gates.
Luke, listen, live. Luke, semicolon, listen, comma, live.
Destroy the Death Star. Don't go under the gates.
Imagine, so, open scene on the trench run in Star Wars. And they're, they're going through, they're getting chased down, but then, but the gates come down, and they have to stop for the train to go by, like the Death Star train, and everyone just waits. It's like, nobody destroyed the Death Star by running under the gates. Or like the TIE fighters try to beat the gates and they get hit by the train.
Operation Lightsaber.
Seriously, can we do this?
I think I don't think so, and here's why. You'd need permission from Disney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's fine. You could just get permission from Fox. Oh.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Or ABC. Oh, wait.
Oh. Wait.
Anyways. So, Breadline's off to a great start. We'll
Great.
see where they go.
I mean, do they have proper, like, the thing is, like, because it's a newer service, right?
hmm
So, like, does everybody know that they're high-speed trains?
I mean, they're probably not that much faster than whatever else was on the line, because it's existing trackage.
Additionally, it's through an urban area.
Yeah.
I wouldn't reckon it's not the Northeast Corridor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know that, but, like, MBTA, like, goes 70-something through urban areas.
hmm I'll do some research into how fast they're going. But
Because,
somebody else go ahead and...
Because, like, they might not be used to the speed of the trains and be like, oh, I did this with the other one.
Yeah, but somebody else got killed by a Florida East Coast train on the same stretch in the same week. So
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like...
it's
The population of wherever the hell this is needs to get savvy, which
Yeah.
is why a PR campaign would be great.
hmm
Yeah, Operation Lightsaber.
This isn't just an inconvenience. The gates are there for a reason,
Yeah.
dumbass.
Yeah.
They should just play the video of people getting hit by a train.
Yeah, do we
at
have
the crossing
do we
gate.
have security cameras set up where we can see this? That would be incredibly morbid, but it might teach people a lesson. It's like
Yeah.
you see, like there are some advertisements, especially about like drunk driving or whatever, where they don't f around. Mostly like European advertisements, where it's like,
No, yeah,
watch
European
this,
advertising.
watch this guy in a car flatten a bunch of kids because he lost control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, it's very morbid, but in fairness,
That's
you
what
learn,
works.
you remember
You-
that.
You do remember that sticks with you.
Also,
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if they had a way of showing that to people and saying, this is what happens,
mhm.
then I feel like it would help a lot.
Opening. Brightline launched introductory services on January... I'm reading the Wikipedia article. On January 7, 2018, though these runs were not open to the public. Public operation began between West Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale on Saturday, January 13th. During the first 6 days of operation, 2 people were killed on separate occasions at railroad crossings
Oops.
after they attempted to cross with the tracks when the gates were down. Overall average... to cover the distance between Orlando and Miami in the desired time... Okay, what about this? Trains may reach speeds up to 79 miles an hour between Miami and West Palm Beach. 110 between West Palm Beach and Cocoa, and 125 between Cocoa and the Orlando International Airport. So the latter two things, I think, are the new sections, and the old one they can go up to 79 on. So that's still pretty quick. But
Yeah. That doesn't change the fact that they got killed because they rode under the gates. So they rode around the gates and ducked under the gates.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if you rode under the gates, I'd be impressed.
It's, how low can you? Can we get the limbo music?
Exactly.
But
Anyways, Luke, listen, live. Guys, don't try to beat the train. There was
Yeah.
actually an advertisement that was playing at the... It was in Italian, I have no idea what was going on. But at the train station in Italy of this girl on her... It was an animated girl on her horse, and they come up to a railroad crossing and they think they're going to beat the train, and then she remembers something that she learned in school, and she decides not to beat the train, and she doesn't die. And then there's like there's an actual human that intrudes into the animated commercial and is like, blah 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 blah, beebity boobity babada. I have no idea what he was saying, but you know.
No trespass on the train track.
This is a safe, not the safe.
Not the safe. Concrete the shoe. What you do?
Spaghetti.
Alright, anyways,
Spaghetti.
what else is going on in the world?
Actually, while we're kind of on the topic,
Uh-oh.
don't take your senior pictures on the railroad tracks. I see actually a few of my friends doing it.
Also,
Oh,
don't
no.
climb on top of locomotives that aren't yours to take pictures. Wybold, you missed this, but you can ask Chris about it. He was going by the 113, coming back from his grandfather's funeral, and there was a tour bus and a bunch of people standing on the tender. while the photographer took pictures. It's like,
Oh,
they're not supposed to be there.
And what did Chris do?
I don't
I've
remember.
never dealt with that one before. It's
Well,
not like we get random radio calls sometimes. Hey, somebody in the roundhouse. There's a bunch of tourists up on top of the express box car.
oh, jeez.
Ugh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So
what
what
else
did
is
Chris-
what else is
did-
going on that's not illegal?
Did Chris tell you what he did about it? Sorry to.
Now, you can ask him more about
Knowing
it, but
Chris, he probably ate some serious ass.
What?
oh,
what?
Wait,
Wait. What?
what?
that means something very different in the railroad world. I forget.
Right.
You can see. No, seriously. At work, I can say, somebody got their ass eaten, and it's
Go
not
eat
a
ass.
sexual thing.
Hey.
They got yelled at.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
gotta go eat ass.
Are you sure?
Quick
Positive.
food. I'm coming
Because
to
I
that
learned
snow
that at
plume.
work. I got very awkward looks at school one time because I used it at school after learning it at work in the context of,
What?
yeah, eating ass means getting yelled at.
Right.
Sure it does.
I've come to kick, gum, and chew ass.
Exactly.
Ass.
Yeah, I'm
Precisely.
almost finished.
Anyways, can we get off of the butt topic?
Yeah.
Or no more sexual innuendo, no more death.
Well, you
For a
have to
little
go
while.
wide the snow quo Malvis.
What?
Because Oiko Scenic has fired up, or hasn't fired up, but connected the tender to their 2442.
Oh my god! Which engine? Where is that? Which link is
Has
that?
been undergoing that restoration work for the past 3 years,
Is this one?
and it's looking pretty good.
Is it just cosmetic restoration, or?
Registration.
Operation.
Where,
Oh, cool.
Where's
Jesus
the link? Which link is this? Oh, it's not a link, is it? It's just the pictures.
So is the restoration done? Is that why they connected the tender?
Well, they've got the
No,
tender decking
they-
on. Of course,
they're-
it's done.
Who's jerking off?
I'm going through the TV channels.
Stop watching TV on the podcast.
Is that
Shut
what they
up.
call it nowadays?
But anyways, they're waiting for boiler fluids into to get in.
That thing is high off its drivers. Like, it looks lifted.
Yeah.
Kind of goofy.
Got a lift kit.
If it was wood fired, I'd feel bad for the firemen, but it's oil. So
Of course it is.
Wow.
Big Western things. Alright, anyways, what
Yeah,
else?
they have Timberline and they run on oil.
I mean, I guess.
they're waiting for boiler tubes and fluids for it because they're a different kind of specification for them. That it's like 2.25 inch tubes compared to
Shrek.
So they can't just order them off the shelf at Strasbourg.
No,
The
they're
showcase-
waiting
the
for
show-
someone else.
The
to
showroom.
Yeah.
The flue tube showroom.
And I think, judging by the photo, they moved caboose number 1 to Garibaldi.
Mm.
When I saw it back in March in 2017, it was on a siding in the middle of nowhere.
Garibaldi, is that where the Saginaw Timber engine is, or no?
No. That's in Tillamook. But they had that fired up and were running around a while ago.
Crap.
That stuff.
Alright. Anything else?
Yay, Oregon Coast.
Yay, Oregon Coast.
Boo, Portoma Bay.
Yeah, boo, Oregon Coast.
Because they, a while back, I reported that they had files for abandonment. And I recently learned that got accepted by the...
Oh, God.
Womp, 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 womp.
And, a nice little...
Yeah.
That also includes the Wiki filing. So basically, some of the abandoned all the tracks west of Maine.
Guys.
Mine is the one east that is still used by the
Your mic's going funny. Is that just me?
Yeah, I can barely
Yeah,
hear you
I
anymore.
can barely hear you.
Okay.
But
Hey guys,
what?
What?
group.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you make this or did you find this?
Yes, I just did this. Don't do it.
Operation Lightsaber. God damn it. Awesome. Now we're gonna get hit with a copyright strike. And Disney is gonna come take all of
Yeah,
our
that's-
money.
They are copyright strike.
Anyways. So what else have we got?
Anyways, they filed for abandonment. Oregon Coast Scenic is not affected by it.
So wait, so who filed for abandonment?
The Port of Toma Bay, which owns the track that the Oregon Coast Scenic runs on.
So okay, so and then you said the Oregon Coast Scenic isn't affected.
No,
Because they don't use
because
Okay,
they
that's
had
good.
the agreement before they filed for abandonment.
All right, well that's good.
Yeah, so trail people gain the rest of it, from what I've heard. Bastards.
It's a long trail. So they actually do anything with it.
Well, it's ironic because it would cost just as much to build the trail as it would to repair the railroad.
I mean, the difference is, though, people want the trail. The
Yeah.
people that own it want the trail.
I want the railroad.
Well, you don't own it.
You don't own it.
Sucks.
Sends email to Port of Toma Bay.
I got you $1.
I got you $1. We gotta
Well, I
be
mean,
quick
I
on that.
wouldn't mind going up and salvaging some of that track when they go tear it up.
Just gonna walk off with some rail.
Yeah,
You're gonna
For
bring it
what?
to the museum.
only 50 miles of it.
Is that all of it?
It'd be 100 miles of it because
Yeah.
there's two
We're getting
rails.
to the top of the hill, boys.
Is that how much your museum needs?
No,
Is that all of it?
50 miles.
it's not for
Good
the museum.
lord.
A long museum run.
That's a very long museum run.
Well, maybe for you.
Yeah,
No, like that's longer than the entirety of the Durango and Silverton.
Yeah, well, they're little.
That's a long way.
I want to know how long how long Steamtown's longest excursion is. 'Cause they do some pretty long ones. But alright, somebody else pick up the torch. I'm almost out of news. I've got a very good article that I want to talk about, but I want to save it. Because I went over all the Brightline stuff and started some discussion, so...
All right,
Okay.
well I'll share something.
Yeah, you had a great opportunity to jump onto your stuff when I was talking about Chris, but... You know.
Yeah, well, I'm back with Chris.
Hey.
The Reading Blue Mountain and Northern Railroad, which is the people who operate 425, the blue engine,
my God.
over in Port Clinton, Pennsylvania,
The blue engine.
just purchased a few new passenger coaches or cars from
Oh,
the
Canada,
Canadians.
my home
Hey.
and native
Canucks.
land.
Says, quote, "We are very excited to offer additional trains for fall foliage in 2017. The trains had hundreds of people from Schuylkill County aboard. In 2018, to accommodate more people, we are looking forward to buying 4 more passenger coaches. These cars are very rare to find and usually in bad shape. However, we found coaches from British Columbia, Canada,
Coaches.
that are in great shape and can be added to our fleet very quickly." This is from Fisher,
Christ.
Matt Fisher, the passenger general manager for Reading Blue Mountain and Northern.
Cool.
I hear you want some coaches, eh?
How many coaches did you say?
4.
4,
4.
doesn't say. I think 4. Yeah,
You
4.
said 4.
Yeah, you said 4.
Well, because I saw
I mean, it
found.
doesn't say.
Because I was like, found. I was like, oh, I meant to say found instead of 4, but it is
Okay.
4.
Well,
It is in fact 4.
for the record, the Delaware Water Gap excursion, which is the longest excursion Steamtown does, is a 104-mile round trip.
Okay, so just 3 miles longer than the entire Tillamook branch.
Yeah. So there you
And
go.
then, let's go on another thing here. Speaking of Pennsylvania,
We got Pennsylvania stuff.
Speaking up,
there is a new mine about the 250th anniversary of anthracite headed by Scott Herring, and it is the
Aided by his young ward.
it is by his young ward, Chris. Last
Chris,
name.
camera shaken. Omen.
And so, their museum is the number 9 Mine and Museum in Lansford, Carbon County. And yeah, it's very interesting. They went around Pennsylvania celebrating the 250th.
Yeah,
It's about
they did.
all I got in the article.
Cool stuff.
Woo!
But you know what's also neat? And going back to the Canucks,
Uh-oh.
Wapito Trains now has a Royal Hudson that they're coming out with.
Ooh.
And they just did a video on the first sample of it.
Where's that?
Beautiful. So, speak of the Asian Canadians.
What?
The Japanese have announced a plan, or this is an article from the Telegraph out of the UK, that there's a plan in the works for Japanese high-speed trains to have sound effects pre-programmed into them, to bark like dogs and snort like deer in an attempt to clear wildlife out of the way.
Wow.
I thought that was a fake article.
How is it fake? Where is it fake?
I don't know. Someone told me that it was fake on Discord. I think.
I don't see any indication that it's fake.
I mean, maybe
I know
that
they've
it's
talked
talking
about
about animals. It's
I don't
talking
know.
about
Fake
it's
animals.
being like animals.
Hmm. But yeah, so that's something out of Japan,
Okay.
presumably.
Wonderful.
I don't know.
What else is
What else am
wonderful?
I supposed to do with this? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you know what else is wonderful? The CSR, which owns the Santa Fe Hudson, that's being converted over to biocoal, is almost done raising money to do a biocoal test on the Everett Railroad.
The Everett?
Interesting.
Where is that?
I don't know.
It's in Pennsylvania.
Everett.
I heard it runs all over the place.
Yeah, it runs everywhere.
Yeah, Fran, this is where the Everett used to run.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Did the Everett run here?
The Everett goes to everywhere. I forgot.
Speaking
America
of
that's-
ships by Everett.
speaking of
That's
Penn,
Penn?
Penn Station's new concourse is already falling apart.
Great. Good job, Penn Station.
The floor of Penn Station's newly opened state-of-the-art West End concourse is already cracking at the seams. The $300 million underground concourse, which opened in June, is plagued with at least half a dozen large fissures, some quarter of an inch wide and nearly 20 feet long, and numerous smaller cracks. Quote, "It looks like an earthquake hit," says a 27-year-old commuter from Queens.
Said that wrong. Looks like an earthquake. That's
That's
Australian.
Australian.
Crikey.
I was trying to
Tell the
do Queens,
Australian
but
beers
I
again.
went the wrong direction.
I love this. I love this.
It's looking at that in Australia again. God damn
All right,
it!
just stop.
Well,
I
no,
love
you
this.
went-
Penn Station
Be
regulars,
quick.
hardened by the summer of hell, track work, and endless delays, were unimpressed. Penn Station's Penn Station shrugged a commuter as he traveled into the city from Ronkonkoma, Long Island. I guess I've gotten used to how crowded and unaccommodating it is.
There you go.
Also,
I
Say
Amtrak,
shrimp on the Barbie in that place.
What, you want the shrimp on the
Amtrak,
Bobby?
which
There you go.
Amtrak, which owns at Penn Station, refused to discuss the cracks Monday, as did MTA.
Probably because
both
it's like it's falling apart. I hope they don't notice.
Both agencies referred all questions to the Empire State Development Corporation, a quasi-government body created by them to oversee the project.
A quasi-government body created by them.
Who is?
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds a little
Sorry.
fishy.
It's
That
the
sounds
Illuminati.
That's setting off the bullshit-o-meter.
Yeah, it's pretty
We
much
made
like
this
a
thing up so that you can't blame us.
sounds like a front to
BS
me.
alarm is going.
All right. Well, you think Penn Station is bad?
Uh-oh.
There's something right next to it that's worse, and we've talked about this a
Uh-oh.
little bit. But this is a This is a very good Bloomberg article about the Hudson River tubes. So, one day this autumn, an Acela pulls into New York, New Jersey, and the rider is escorted onto the rear engine car by a railway spokesman, where they stand and take in the view facing backwards. They go through one of the Hudson tunnels, which are both 107 years old, finished in the same year the Wright brothers built their first airplane factory. And they turned on the headlights and looked over the tunnel. The train was operating at reduced speed because of an electrical glitch, which gave more time to look at the damage, which was fluorescent white stains on the tunnel walls from salt water and cracking concrete. And there are the things installed above the tunnel entrances to keep flooding out are wooden doors that were built and installed during World War II in case the tunnels were torpedoed by a Nazi submarine. And they've never been changed. They've never been updated. Because you can't shut down these tunnels. There are more than, the train station, Penn Station, serves 430,000 people every day. You can't run on one tunnel. 1,300 arrivals and departures every weekday. And right now there isn't, while there is a plan, there is not funding to build new tunnels. So, this is just it's a good write-up on what is happening, what could happen. And it's a little bit spooky.
I really hope we don't wake up to a headline one day that suddenly the upstairs concourse of Penn Station was just, water started exploding out of the floor as the entire lower portion of the station with the tunnels and the approaches was completely engulfed by
a tidal
the Long Island Sound.
Yeah, well, they've got those wooden flood doors.
Yeah, good.
But
good for 60. Send it.
Good for 60 years.
Yeah.
But the other thing is the tunnels are no longer covered by the sediment they once were because of some stuff they've changed in the river has changed the way the river flows, and so it's been wearing away the sediment that sits on top of the tunnels, and so it's making them more exposed from the outside as well.
Great.
So yeah. Oh, it wasn't even necessarily. Was it? Whatever. Basically, we did some stuff, and there's less sediment now. Part of it may have been dredging too.
Oops.
But on the bright side for me, I guess, the senior vice president of I don't know. Actually, wait, hold on. There's just a mention of WSP in here. Is what I'm trying to say. The railroad intends to fix things only when they're already broken. Amtrak is in a situation where they're constantly chasing their tail. He says.
What else is new?
Yeah. Well, but there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. 2009, New Jersey Governor John Corzine put together a fully funded $8.7 billion project for new tunnels, which was called Access to the Region's Core and abbreviated ARC. But Corzine's successor, as we know, the wonderful man named Chris Christie, decided to cancel the plan in order to keep gasoline taxes low.
God damn it.
And then, of course, in 2012, the tunnels were flooded for the first time ever, and had to have 13 million gallons of seawater removed. So,
Yipes.
yeah. And at one point, there was Stephen Gardner, who was an Amtrak vice president at the time, tried to stoke some urgency by showing off a portion of the feeder cable that failed, which they had to replace after Sandy. It is a lead-lined, oil-filled, paper-insulated copper cable, and that's what powers the tunnels. And they're 1930s vintage, of course. So,
hang on. It's a lead-lined, oil-sealed, paper-insulated copper cable?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of adjectives.
Yeah. Well, If you could probably break that kind of detail into anything, but it wouldn't be all of those adjectives.
That's many adjectives.
I feel like you could replace all of those adjectives with very old and very concerning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody goes...
Lead-lined, very dangerous. Oil-sealed, very old. Paper-insulated, very dangerous. Copper cable, very old, very...
Yeah. And then, so Tom Wright, president of the Regional Plan Association, his response was, I mentioned to Steve afterwards, Jesus, that looks like a set piece from the old Bride of Frankenstein movie. And said, actually, I think it's older than that. So,
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dear.
But, yeah, so, there's your problem. And there were a couple of deranged planes that showed up on the NYC Transit or NYC Rail subreddit of like, no, they should do this. No, we need new tunnels. Read the article and think about it when you get the chance to look at what representatives in Congress and whatever what they want to do.
So I believe I might have misheard you, but did you say tunnels or tonners? Because I have a couple 70 tonners here that are moving from the... they have been recently acquired by the Tri-State Railway Historical Society. They are Rahway Valley GE 70 tonners numbers 16 and 17. They voted to transfer the title of the locomotives to Tri-State after they pledged funds and resources to make immediately needed repairs and to explore options to make one of the two units operational.
They don't even look that bad. They look pretty good.
Yeah, they do. Locomotives will be stored in Boonton, New Jersey at the URHS yard. Number 17 is currently in Boonton, but number 16 needs heavy repair before it can be removed. In early spring, the locomotive will be lifted and will have its trucks disassembled. 3 axles will have the journals turned at UTC/RAS in Morton, Pennsylvania, and the brasses for the corresponding axles will be repoured to accommodate the new journal dimensions.
Cool.
And then, this will enable the locomotive to move over New Jersey Transit's Morristown and Montclair/Boontown lines without issue. This work is funded by generous grants from private donors.
Cool.
And so they will potentially be returning to service.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
They look kind of funny. They look very different.
They do. They look kind of wonky.
Oh, also, just a side note.
70 tonners are always wonky.
Yeah. Just a side note. The Steamtown is not open right now, and the website is not being updated because of the federal government shutdown that is currently going on.
As of recording
as of recording this podcast. Just a side note, because I was,
Yes.
I forgot about my own news, and I went on the website. I was like, oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
They're doing nothing. So, anyways, anybody
But
else?
there is good news out there.
Yeah.
The 2926 recently had an article written about it in the Albuquerque Journal.
Albuquerque. Yeah.
Detailing the work that they've been doing the past several months and what they plan on doing to make it operational for excursion that's possible in 2019.
Cool. Yeah, that's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They've been restoring it since 2002.
Damn, so almost 20 years.
Yeah.
A little bit more than 15 now.
Yeah.
This would be year 16 of restoration.
Of a 2-year restoration.
Yeah, what was that? The Alaska Railroad engine? We're in year 5 of a 3-year restoration.
Yeah.
A 3-hour tour.
Minnow would be lost.
Alright, what else?
Anything else?
I'm sure we've got
Okay,
tons of stuff.
because
Milky has
no.
all the stuff ever.
Okay, I may have to go here
Shame on you.
reasonably soon.
The Pacific Power cars are going bye-bye. They are unfortunately being retired from service
How old are they?
due to them just being old in general.
Oh, that's right. It's a Trains Magazine article. I can't see it. God damn it. Alright, well, I wanted to know about that. Anything else?
The Golden Gate Railroad Museum is posting an update on a February meeting that they're going to have that's going to cover their.
Okay, I do have.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, God.
I do have to go. Can I do my termination?
Yeah, sure.
Or I mean, you guys can do it as well. It's not really all that.
Aren't computers great?
Aren't computers great?
Aren't they?
We'll have to show that off later.
Alrighty, see you guys.
See ya.
I'll be around later. I just have to go and do something real quick. I have to move my car out of the lot.
Oh, shame on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye-bye.
The Pacific Surfliner, on the other hand, on that Coast Guard, is having its Congress expanded.
Extends. This is another trains article.
Yeah.
God damn it. I need to get
Shit.
somebody's login again because I had
Yeah.
Jake's for a while.
Now, see, for the Michigan thing, I would have used a Trades Magazine article, but there was a better one.
Yeah.
That wasn't trains.
That wasn't true.
Yeah. Apparently, I think we talked about this the way when it happened. There's Yag mental neck. Damn you, Quebec.
Lock him again.
Uh,
I think it's pronounced Willamette.
Yeah. But anyways, there was a crude oil train that derailed in July of 2013 in Quebec, and
Wait a minute, 2013.
Yeah.
the three railroaders involved were found
Ah, what the hell was that noise?
after a 5-year investigation. Chater, stop.
Stop
That's
doing
chill.
coke off your phone.
It's not. Shut up.
What is it then?
It's my pillow.
Okay, Shader's in bed. Awesome.
Trader's gonna fall.
Shader's done.
Oh, we better finish this before we go.
Well, no. I'll try to stay around.
Stop being in bed.
No.
Time for Jader.
Don't see me in bed.
Alright, anyways.
Anyway,
They're not guilty after a 5-year investigation into the
Well, that's...
derailment. You know what else is good? The Impossible Railroad is making a comeback.
Why is it the Impossible Railroad?
because it's very difficult to build where they built.
Yeah.
Okay.
The canyon that they built in, I think it's washed out a few times.
Where is this?
Had mudslides
It's
and
at the Mexican border in California.
Baja.
Park, California.
Oh, that
Um,
weird peninsula thing.
I think they said it has like the longest curved wooden trestle.
Oh,
maybe?
geez, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a ton of wooden trucks on it.
Yeah, it has a lot.
which is very cool.
Also,
I mean, it
has,
also has lots of abandoned cars,
yeah, and they look really
like
cool.
train cars.
Also,
Yeah.
is this guy shoveling sand off of the tracks?
Probably, yeah. I think that's his whole job. He goes to the tunnels and shovels sand out of the way.
Oh, that's a rock slide.
Yeah, here's another article that goes into slightly more detail about what they're doing with the Impossible Railway.
Wow, that is such
Oh,
a
right.
cool bridge.
Oh, yeah. I think this is a MST as well.
Oh, really?
That's
I would
off
love to
topic.
see. I would love to see like a fully well done route of this, or just go visit it.
Yeah,
They should run excursion trains.
I think stateside.
That might be an international issue, Melos.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
I think
There might be a wall in the
California,
way.
There's a tourist railroad that runs over part of it.
I mean, that bridge alone is worth it.
Yeah.
That is so.
Hey, if you have a passport, you can probably go on.
Yeah.
There's just a gate at some point on the. There's like it's like you
Whoa.
come out of a
there
tunnel and
literally
there's a
is
gate.
a wall. And a gate.
The weeks around goes to Mexico.
Open the switches all the way or we'll wreck the goddamn train. We'll wreck the goddamn go-kart.
Yeah, because there's a gate right after you come out of the tunnel, and there are like people standing there, and the trains have to
With
stop
guns.
and get inspected. Yeah, with guns.
Mm-hmm. They had boats with guns.
Now with gun.
Gunboats.
Well, speak of wrecking the goddamn train, Amtrak had the mudslide
Yep.
in California.
I mean, Amtrak didn't have the mudslide.
Yeah,
California had the
they were-
mudslide. And
they
Amtrak
didn't
was
have the
like,
mudslide.
alright, we helping out. And they decided to add more. This is actually why the Pacific Surfliner is getting bigger.
Yeah.
This is a good article because you can actually read it.
Yeah.
So, rail travel was suspended, reopened. So, yeah.
So that's why.
hmm
Okay. Good. 9010 has an update on some mechanical stuff that they've been doing.
9010.
They've been working on
The Cosmify.
Kraus!
they've been working on the brakes.
Oh, good, you need those.
And they changed shaft. And there's quite a few things that they're working on. They're just small things at this point.
Yeah, because it's
But
already,
they're
it runs
working
and it
on the
moves.
radiator. Steering.
So that's
There's
awesome.
a ton of small good work. You know who else is steering small but great work?
What?
MB3 Games.
In 3V.
They released a development blog about seasonal support for track in Train's Nest.
Oh, it's so cool. It's my first thing that's come out of it where I'm like, oh, this is great.
I mean,
So that-
let's hope it works.
I mean, I hope it works
Well-
too. It'd probably be best with seasonal textures and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I'm just
But
saying because
then
like
they
the
go in
smoke
the
through
game as
buildings and stuff barely works. So
Well, it'd probably be a specific kind of track, like we have Tane Track that does frogs. It would be like Tane Track plus seasonal stuff.
Oh, even the trap that they have shown there is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice track.
That'd be nice. Just have a nice winter route without having to put snow everywhere.
Yeah, or on winter tracks.
Yeah.
But, anyways. Well, and
There's,
the big thing it provides is versatility. You could go on about that for ages.
There is radar engine. It's an SW1 that has been recently donated to White Park. I have no idea where White Park is. Oh, wait.
Somewhere.
St. Cloud. What? Okay.
Whatever.
Where the hell is this town? In Montana?
I guess.
I'm going to assume it's in Montana, but you all can comment if I'm mistaken. I just don't know Montana.
Montana.
Actually, I can just look up the word real fast. Just Google. It is in White Park, Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Okay, it's in Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota, don't you know?
Like the last locomotive. It's the last thing that they're adding to their nice little display that they have.
It's the last thing
Apparently.
you add to the display, don't you know?
Yeah.
Wait, where did
You
he
need
get
to-
his second
That's cool.
point?
Need to know the way.
yeah, where did I get my second point?
Oh, whatever, you're going first anyways.
Because you didn't know the way.
No.
I already talked about the Golden Gate Railroad Museum move update. It's in here.
Oh, I think...
The Oregon Rail Heritage Foundation got the Brooklyn Roundhouse turntable to their facility finally.
Congrats to that.
And I removed a few pieces of window out of the interurban car. So,
On another note, we are very close to getting the I-1.
and the boots.
We have pictures of it under construction. The model is done, and I am very happy.
I'll be very happy after it's done.
I thought that was supposed to be secret.
I mean, no, he's been posting pictures of it.
Oh, it's on his Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember someone
There's
saying
other
that we
stuff.
couldn't. I remember someone saying that we couldn't say anything about it.
I mean, about a particular picture.
Okay.
Secret.
That's now public.
Yeah. Yeah, right when
That's
I
Anyways,
secret.
That's all I have.
because he likes us. We're cool.
Sneak 100.
Snick 100. But
Alright,
anyways,
well.
well, I
tread
think
bumps.
that's all for now. We've already lost one, and Jader's about to fall asleep, so... we can talk about some of this other stuff next time. None of it's really, time important. Maybe by next time, Steamtown will be open again. That'll be nice. Yeah. But, anyways, time to move on to terminations. TJ's up first. TJ, I don't know what you want to say, rather.
I don't know what I want to say either, and that's my termination.
Nice.
Right. Next is, whoever's next.
Live.
Our computer's great.
What's this? Oh crap.
Pretty good.
It's pretty funny. Next up is Milky with 0.
Somebody touching my spaghetti.
Somebody did that last time.
I did.
You're doing it again.
I'm reusing the meme.
Oh.
You can't
Because
figure out
someone's
OC
touching the
content.
spaghetti.
Alright. My termination is don't try to beat the train, you idiots.
Operation Lightsaber.
And last but not least, Jader with a video.
I found that this is Sea Doggo.
See doggo. Oh no.
It's so cute.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus Christ. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We'll see you in 2 weeks or so. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Wybold says bye too.